we are. This is my favorite place in all of Helsinki.
Okay, I'm here now with Mr. Joh Orengo. How are you, man?
I'm doing great, man. How are you?
Really well. I'm so glad we finally got to do this. We've been talking about it for a while.
Absolutely. I mean, it is December. We talked about this at least, I don't know, 2 months ago or something.
Yes,
but
you're a busy dude.
So are you.
Tell us, where are we right now?
Okay, well, we're on Korkeavuorenkatu, and this is my home street.
I love the pronunciation.
Thank you. That's like the best pronunciation I can actually muster up.
I asked you, what's your favorite part of town? And you said, it's my own rooftop.
Yeah.
So that's what we're gonna see. All right, tell me a little bit about you. So, where are you originally from?
I am Puerto Rican born, but I lived in the United States for many years.
Where in the States?
Talk about New York, New Jersey,
East
mostly
Coast.
Florida.
Okay.
Mostly Florida, but yeah, East Coast. I lived a couple of years in California as well.
Okay.
So, but yeah, Florida is mostly where I'm from, I would say.
And how the heck did you end up on Korkeavuorenkatu?
Got it. Good question. Well, years ago, not getting a degree here was free,
Yep.
right? And so when I decided I would go back to school, then my sister was like, "Hey, why don't you try out Finland?" And I was like, "Finland? Never even thought about it."
Your sister randomly brought up Finland.
Yeah, she's the kind of person, she does research and stuff like
Okay,
that. So she
she
said, well,
reads.
she's like, Joe's looking for a school, and he likes to travel.
Wow.
And boom, she brought it to me. And so I applied, and in the midst of applying for schools in the United States, they accepted me, University of Helsinki.
What year was this?
This was in, gosh, you really want me to dig back then?
Yeah,
This was
man,
like
we need
11 years ago. So
Okay, 2009.
2009,
2010.
2010. Yeah, 2010. And I was like, all right, this is it. The door's open. I'm gone. Jumped on
Okay,
the
I didn't
plane.
know this.
Yeah.
So you came to study.
I came to study, and then that month that I was here, I met the woman that was going to be my wife.
The first month.
The first month.
Wow.
Yeah.
Was she studying the same thing?
She was studying in a related program. We were like in an international program, and even though she's Finnish,
Okay.
she was studying in an English international program.
To me, handsome young Puerto Rican men.
That's not how
no
she saw it
doubt.
in the beginning. It took me. That was work. That was work. So
What was the program that you were studying?
it was sociology. It was called like a research master's in sociology or something like that.
Okay.
Learning quantitative,
Awesome.
qualitative.
And you never left?
I didn't leave. What was there to go back to? I love my family. I miss my food and this kind of thing. But once you discover this place, perfect size city, clean, I can go on and on.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have
You're
to.
here.
Yeah,
You're here,
you don't
right?
have to tell me.
Right. So then I was like, well, that's it then. It's time. But yeah, let's just real quick because we're right by.
Oh.
This is the design museum.
Okay.
The Finnish design museum. It's really nice. I haven't actually been in there yet. That's
Never
kind of,
been in here?
That's kind of how it is.
Dude, how are you gonna describe this to me when you've never
because
been here?
in case anybody wanted to go in here,
It's here.
It's here, and then behind it is like the architecture museum. It's kind of like you're in a neighborhood, you're in a place, you're there.
Then you don't bother
and you
going
don't
'cause you
bother
live right
because
next
you're
to it.
there. You're like, oh, one day, but it hasn't happened in like I don't know. I've been here for like 5 years or whatever. This building is really cool. This building.
What is it?
This
Just apartment
It's
block.
one of the first buildings in this area. It's really old. When it was back, when Finland was part of the Russian Empire, then they used this for like war planning and stuff like that.
No way.
And then later on, when the Finns became independent, then Mannerheim used this for his war planning and stuff like that. And apparently there's some tunnels that lead to like the Ministry of Defense, which is Kaartinkaupunki, not too far from here. And who knows what other tunnels are connected to this place. But it's an old place. It's really cool.
Man, Joe, I was not expecting such a detailed tour guide.
This is the little bit of detail that I'm going to give you. Next up is another old building that's been around. I think it was probably built before that actual building was built that we just saw. And this is the Johannes Church.
Yeah.
This is one of the only churches in Finland that has gargoyles. There's like 3 of them, and this is one of them.
Oh,
Yeah,
very Gothic.
yeah, very Gothic.
Do you like living in Finland as an entrepreneur?
Yes, yes, and I would have never known that.
Yeah,
But
because it's not the most capitalist.
no, it's not.
It's not known to be. You don't come to chase the Finnish dream,
No,
right? You don't
no.
have boatloads of people coming to.
With the right marketing, people would be coming here to chase the Finnish dream, you know, which is in my view.
What's the Finnish dream?
In my view, it's like you have the government support that you need
Yeah.
to be able to go after the entrepreneurship dream, but also be taken care of with your well-being. You know, you have you pay high taxes, sure, but you get the clean city with the clean air, the clean drinking water. You get the government subsidized health care.
But do you think having all that support and the
Yeah.
comfort,
Yeah.
it doesn't ignite the hunger and the desperation that's required to achieve big heights?
I'm telling you, I'm still hungry and desperate
Okay.
because you still don't have,
Because we have such safety net.
in one way. In another way, you don't really have the social net, like what you would have maybe in your where you're from originally. You know, you have your friends, you have your family. You don't have
Right.
that here. You're not plugged
Great
in.
point.
You're not plugged into the network, and that's exactly what you need. That plus learning the language, for example.
When you meet somebody new
Yeah.
and they ask, "What do you do?" What's your response?
So I run a business ecosystem for the XR industry in the Nordics and Baltics. That's my prepared
Boom.
statement.
Oh, I love that. That's what
Yeah.
I want. Let me ask you, how important do you think it is to have a prepared statement for that question?
Oh, that is key.
That is absolutely essential.
If you can't boil it down to that, then you have to go back to the drawing board and
Oh
decide what is it that
man,
you're doing.
Joe, we could end this video right now. This is the value.
When you're starting a company and you're looking for the product market fit, then you're trying all these different things out. Then you're really not sure what exactly that you're actually doing.
Love it, love it.
But you still have to give people an idea so they know like where the baseline is.
Just to put you on the spot,
Yeah.
tell it again.
Yeah, I run a business ecosystem for the XR industry in the Nordics and Baltics.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Love it. Love
I
it.
think Baltics is a made-up word, but whatever, I'm using it. Let's go into the
Let's
gate.
get immersed into the gate.
Here we go. Just watch your step. And we're almost there. Here we go. Here we are. This is my favorite place in all of Helsinki.
Wow, you have a full view of the church.
When there's a full moon or like a special, like a super moon or something like that, we come up here. When there's
Wow, you
when
got the
there's
whole ocean.
when there's fireworks,
You have a full 360 view
full 360 view
of
And-
everything. So
and-
is that Suomenlinna?
Probably. I don't even know. All I know is there's a cool island over there.
That's the way to like Sweden. That's where the boats to
That's one of the,
Tallinn and Sweden go.
one from there and from here. So you can see at night when the boats were coming, you would see like what looked like a whole nother set of buildings, and it would be like a cruise ship. And then over here, you see the fireworks on New Year's, nice and bright. A few years ago, they had a air show, and so planes, jets.
No way.
And we were like, okay, there's an airport, a small airport over there.
Malmi.
Malmi over there, and so they were gonna come from there. So we were all here. My kids were quite young. My youngest was 3 years old or something like that, and my oldest was 6 or whatever, or maybe even younger, 5. And so we're holding them and whatever, and we're waiting for the show, and we're kind of looking in this direction because it was supposed to be in the park over there. All of a sudden, we look up, and they're right over the church.
Whoa!
Right over the church, these red British jets.
Yeah.
And they start their smoke that they put out. They start it from right there, and all of a sudden, meow, and everybody had to hold their ears and duck because you think it's gonna like blow your eardrums out or something. It was like one of the coolest
That
things
must
I've
have been
ever
an
seen.
experience for the kids.
It was something. Their eyes
But they
were like
still
popping
remember
out.
it.
I don't know if the little one remembers it, but maybe the other one does. I sure do. It was amazing.
Yeah, tell me a little bit more about XR Nation. What is your plan in the coming months or years?
Oh wow. Okay. At root, XR Nation is basically a brokerage. That's kind of how we're bootstrapping our operations. So we connect our members, most of which are startups and some scale-ups, digital agencies, with bigger brands for content creation, other digital services, but also a lot of our companies have like specific VR or AR products, whether software or hardware. So eventually helping to connect with enterprises as well.
Yeah. All right, Joe, thank you so much for showing me your favorite spot in town. I could stay here all night. This is the coolest place. I don't smoke, but if I did...
This is where you would do it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I might take up smoking just so I can come up here.
Yeah, this is the spot. I mean, you could just, this is how I get immersed in the city. This is how I get immersed in the city, here.
I would come up here every morning and meditate.
This is what it's for, amongst other things,